Hello everyone, it's Serpent, and welcome back to another episode of map making TNT games miniseries. That's it. So you can see that we're in the Happy Host Diner, and the idea, or well, I've already recorded all of this, so I'm just recording the intro. We had enough footage for 2 episodes, so I've split it up into 2 episodes worth. And I shall now roll the footage. Hopefully you enjoy it, and see you later. So, moving on from that, is a Ferris wheel. Second ugliest Ferris wheel ever. This Ferris wheel actually works. To use, get in the minecart and press forward while pointing in the direction of the arrow. Yeah, arrow right there. While pointing in the direction of the arrow. It'll only work if the lever is switched on. To stop, turn the lever off. Once you're started, don't move. So, this is the second ugliest Ferris wheel in the world, but it works. Haha. Take that, pretty Ferris wheels. And flick. Yeah. So you keep going if you don't flick that lever. So that's that. Then there's this one, Ferris wheel, the first ugliest Ferris wheel ever. This one works too. Stand on the ice and walk into the corner the arrow is pointing. To stop, struggle off the ice. So if you stand here, you don't need a minecart for this one. And yeah, there's the struggling. Moving on. Miniature golf. Yes, that is how you pronounce it. Take a golf ball. The first player throws the ball into the hole, the hopper under the flag. In the fused throw he or she can. If you don't get it on the first try, pick up the ball and throw it again from where it stopped. Then the next player does the same after the first one has gotten it in. The player with the lowest number of throws wins that level. Follow the path to the next level when you've completed the previous one. This one I like. If your ball is incinerated, throw it again from where you were. Yeah, so I'll take a nice cyan golf ball. So, did it say where to stand? I don't remember. I think it's on the planks. Yeah, sure, from the planks. So, first one's easy. Boop. And then the next person would go after that. This one, you can move around here. So I'll do that, and then from here, boop. Okay. And basically you follow the path. They've got little tricks. See that one? And then, over there, and then boop, like that. So, as you can see, there are a bunch of little tricks. Try to get, oh, do these have hole numbers? No, okay. Try to get hole in one on this one. It's fun to watch. Oh yeah, I remember this. I don't remember how to do it though. Whoop, whoop, and whoop. There we go. Yeah. So it goes swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. So, then there's this one, which is a little bit more incinerate-y. Okay, didn't get incinerated. And then you toss it in. So, from there, there's this one, where if you toss into the left one, pops up, oh yeah, I remember this. I remember this one. The clock for this one always gets stuck. Never fails. Yeah, anyway, sorry. This one is a little bit glitchy, I suppose. So I'm just going to reset. I'm just going to make a different clock now that I actually have some sort of redstone skills. Yeah, he says as he uses a redstone dust instead of a comparator. Okay. So there we go. That's that one fixed. But the idea is that you throw your ball into the Where'd my... Hey! My golf balls. Also, apparently that clock didn't work. Hold on a moment. Okay, it's fixed. The annoying noises are back, don't you worry. So, if you throw it into the left one, it comes up through that dropper, and if you throw it into the right one, it comes up the other dropper. So, these are... Sob. Yeah, so, from here you throw it from either place, and under the green carpets is ice, under the red carpets is not ice. So, if you throw it here, nothing good happens. If you throw it onto the orange carpets, yeah, there's some lava under those carpets. Funnily enough, incineration still occurs through carpets, which is pretty cool. I didn't know that I personally didn't know that until I did that. So yeah, moving on, there's this one, which is the high toss, essentially, and you try and toss it over the wall into the hole there. This one has some stairs that you throw it up, a trap piece there, and then you try and get it not there. Yeah, you try and get it, I think onto the side is where you're supposed to go, and then you can toss it over there, something like that. So this one has a bunch of water streams, and the idea is that you throw it onto the sticky ones, the ones that don't have ice, and if you throw them onto the ones that do have ice, it washes it down there, and you try and get it to the end. Over here is a checkerboard with lava, and then over here is just just some slidey ice with lava. The idea is to try not to get it to do that. Over here is that, and there's a bunch of stuff there, just like that, basically. Yeah, that one. And then over here is springy ones. And then that goes over to here with the bridge. And then, oh. Uh-oh. That's a tricky one. Anyway, hold on, I need to check something. Right, moving on. This one is a lava tripwire or tightrope, that's it. And it's sort of hard to see. It's got a couple gaps. And, of course, all of that is incineration. So, moving on, those not lighthouse, what are they, windmills. This is a windmill. If you do it wrong, the windmill it hits the windmill arm, basically. See that? If you do it right, it goes in. So, then, I think this is the final stage. Yeah, looks like it. Final stage, and it's a long one. Essentially, you go around here, try not to incinerate yourself. Once again, no incineration, ideally. Same thing, sand pit, little sand trap there. Over here, more incineration to avoid, and then more lava, more incineration. Yeah, more incineration. Okay. Then, oh, what's this? Note. If the paper disappears when paper. There's no paper. Anyway, if the paper disappears when you throw it onto the glass, go to where it vanished. It means ball, by the way, not paper. Go to where it vanished and throw it from there. When you go there, you should pick it up. Okay. So basically, what that means is that hold on. Help. Okay. What that means is when it goes up but disappears, instead of incinerating or doing anything else, it just it just disappears. That's what it's talking about there. So then there are a couple posts to throw it on, and if you do manage that, you get a freebie over to the end. And then I like this. Also, it's not a good idea to stand on those yourself. So yeah, I stood on it. Okay, so that's miniature golf. Over here is the Elytra course, Elytra dogfight. Each player picks a team, wear the leather armor colored to your team, push the button with the label of your team to teleport to the team's spawn area. Each player also takes a pair of Elytra and a bow of each type, along with arrows, I think. Once you're at your spawn area, jump off and deploy your Elytra to fly to gain extra momentum. Shoot yourself with the booster bow by shooting very weakly in front of you so that you run into the arrow. You may need to practice this bit. Shoot your enemy with the attack bow to defeat them. The objective is to survive longer than the other player. Best out of 10 minutes wins. So, you can see that there are uniforms and booster bow and attack bows. The booster bows actually have punch 3, which is nice. Still though, this was, as you can tell, before the era of firework whooshy whooshy. But you can see that this is the arena itself, and nothing too fancy about it. It's just a dogfight. Ooh, I like this one. But hold on. First, we need to go back here, because this is boat racing. Yeah. Each player grabs some boats and places one on the starting line, then gets in, count down, then race around the track in the direction of the arrow. There are shortcuts and traps. First player to do 5 laps wins. So, this one I'm going to do because I like it. So, the idea is to go around this as quickly as possible. There are actually gravel pits on the sides, which is kind of cool. Yeah. Arrows arrows behind pressure plates, basically. I'll go around normally first, and then I'll go through the shortcuts. So this is a wall, as you can tell, that goes up and down, and you try not to hit the traps. Okay, I did that well. Okay, sort of spin wheeling around the place, and then there's a water part, and you need to go around this little what's-its maze with the boat. You can't go through it, or under it, rather. Then over here, you need to actually get out of your boat and break it, and then just replace it. And then there's a dirt patch, which you have to go slowly on. And then there's a speedy straight, I think. And I think that's all this is. Yeah. So, with the shortcuts, there are a couple shortcuts in this one. Once again, avoid the webs. I did a good job of that, didn't I? Yeah. So, as I was saying, there are a couple of shortcuts. This one. No, don't break my boat. Okay, so this one is pretty tricky to go on. Okay. Hold on, I'm sick of the lack of sounds. So when you push this button, or when you go over the pressure plates, you can get yourself up. And that's helpful when you want to go across this, instead of having to go through all the other place. The other shortcut is over here, and you need to go through here, and then you sort of suffocate a little there as you go through the other track, and then you do that. And that gets you around the trap, I think. Yeah. I'm not sure how much shorter that is, but whatever. So, that's the boat race. Now, there are a couple slightly boring things in the same area of in the same category, that's it. But this isn't one of them. So, joust. Pick an end and get in the minecart, push the button, and when you pass, attack with your sword. Continue doing this until one of you is dead. Yeah, so sharpness level 25. I think this kills in 1 unless you block it. You can block if you want, right. So, basically this is jousting, as I as the book so conveniently implicated. And you get in the minecart, and then you hit the button, and as you pass, you swipe. You can block if you want, or you can swipe. And I actually like this one quite a lot. It's I think it's sort of clever. So basically, that's a jousting simulator sort of thing. Right. Next, ghast fight. Pick a ghast and teleport to it. Summon fireballs by clicking the button on the ceiling of the ghast. Shoot the fireballs by punching them in the direction you want them to move. If your button breaks, replace it. If the block it's on breaks, put it on the one that is one block closer to the back of the ghast. If that block is broken too, place it on the command block closest to the front of the ghast. The objective of the game is to blow up the other player's ghast so that your opponent falls into the lava. Yep. So you've got some spare buttons, and you don't have spare blocks. So you hit this button before you start, and that lets mob griefing. That turns mob griefing to true, so that the fireballs will actually blow up. And if you teleport to the ghast, you can see that it's all happy. Yeah. So the idea is that you're actually the ghast, and you shoot fireballs at the other player and try to blow them out of the ghast. I like that. I actually really like this one. So that's actually really fun. I have actually played all of these, made sure they worked, all of that. And next to the slightly boring ones, race to the top. Race to the top, you can shoot the other player with the bow. So you climb the ladder up to the sky limit. Whoever gets to the top first wins. This one is the same thing, except that you swim up the water instead of climbing a ladder. This is the same thing again, except you climb stairs. And this one's actually fun. Race down. This one, instead of racing up, you race down. Step on the pressure plate and jump to the top. Push the button. First person to reach the bottom alive wins. PvP is allowed. Whoosh. Plop. And then you hit the button, and water will flow down, like that. And you try not to do that. If you fail, you drop to the bottom and die. And the idea is to not do that. You need to get to the bottom of the drop first, and you can see that the water flows down. It's actually pretty fun, even if it doesn't sound so interesting. So, this one, the next, is PvP Arena. Pick a team, teleport to that team's side by pressing the corresponding button. Before you do that, though, take the gear on one side of the divider, the blaze rods, and then you fight. So yeah, you have blue team and you have red team, and then you take the gear and you fight. Not too complicated. That you've got some TNT, flint and steel, creepers, bow, lava, armor, and an arrow, shield, and then the cake of the gods. Zeus once spit on it in disgust. It has been awash with power ever since. Yeah. So then you can teleport in and fight in the bedrock chamber. It's got the sides are mirrored, I think. The sides aren't mirrored. And they've got a couple towers, a couple hide behindy things, that sort of thing. So, moving on, this is King of the Hill, instead of whatever that was, team deathmatch, I guess. The goal is to be the one sitting on the handsome throne in the middle, right there. Whoever does this for the longest is the winner. There are multiple classes that you can use. Yeah. So you take the armor and play for however long you want, then decide the victor. Not too complicated. You've got this class, which has speed potion and the cake of minor deities, not to be confused with the cake of the gods. Someone less important spat on this one, not as much power in it. This one's got a shield and whacking stick. This one's got wither skeleton, skulls, shield, and an incinerator. This one has creeper head and creepers with sharpness 3. This one's got a sharpness 4 bow, so that you can do damage, melee damage with it, and then also ranged damage. And this one has sharp traps, sharpness 5 on spider webs. Pretty cool stuff. I like this. It's a fun one. Here's the handsome throne in the middle. Also over here is a hat stand. That's how I've gotten the diamond block on my head. You can have a banner. Hold on. You can have a banner, a sponge, magma block, a melon, leaves, a glass block. I like the fishbowl. It's a fishbowl, not a glass block. You can have that, the diamond block. You can have a toilet. You can have pink wool over here, and you can have a birch log and a cactus, which doesn't work so well with your hat, but it does work if you take the hat off. And you can also be a unicorn. See that? So that's a pretty cool hat stand. This is the command for it, if you're wondering. So moving on, we're almost to the end of the showcase. This is Castle Greedy. If you donate to Castle Greedy, the universe will reward you. Yay! The universe rewarded me. It doesn't always give you diamonds. Yeah, that time it gave me a nether star. So basically it's just this. There's only one nether star in there, though. You can only get that one once. So if you're wondering, the idea is to get the most nether stars in the whole map. Okay, this one is shoot the emerald. Shoot the emerald. Stand on the line, take turns shooting at the emerald block. First hit it 3 times wins. Yellow line is medium, blue line is hard, red line is easy, green line is really easy. Apparently I don't provide you with bows. Let's fix that. Yeah, okay. Apparently I'm not very good at this. Okay. And really not doing well at this. Okay. So, I had all the arrows anyway. So, if you stand on the line, and pow, I missed. Pow, I missed again. Pow, I hit it. Haha. Oh, look at that, floaty arrow. Anyway, so hard, medium, easy, really easy. Let's go to this one. Yeah, still missed it. Okay. The amount of times I missed that is actually quite extraordinary. So, Death's Road. A mini-adventure map where the goal is to get to the end without dying. Each death will cost you another star. As you progress, you'll find loot, including stars, to make up for all those deaths. I hear the locals are quite devious. I think one of these is apparently not what I think it is. Uh-oh. Whoops. Yeah. Okay, I accidentally broke that. But okay, so basically you pick a class, one of these or one of these, and then, oh right, I also forgot to put the nether star and stick into one. Okay, just give me a second. Actually no, you get the nether stars along the way. So this button would have spawned all those mobs as you walked over it. Also, you're supposed to have blindness, and it's supposed to be nighttime, which would happen due to pressure plates that I haven't set up yet. Anyway, so basically you're supposed to do that and then fight the mobs, and you get loot. You can, in this chest there's the head chopper, some nether stars, arrows, and diamond boots. Over here there are a bunch of skeletons, every one of them named Ralph. Then over here is that. And over here, you can go either way. over here, that. Then there's this chest. I can't remember if there's a way to stop this. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it's just there is a way to stop it. Oh. Oh. Okay. There we go. I remember that. Apparently, you need to push the pressure plate back a little, because the arrows are currently landing on the pressure plate itself, and continuing the process of shooting arrows, which is not quite what you want. But yeah, that, and then there are potions of regeneration and shields in that one. Over here, boop. That was well done. Oh. Yeah, that. Anyway, it spawns a bunch of witches. And then that one spawns a bunch of vindicators that the witch just triggered. And there's a loot chest there with a bunch of stuff. And a loot chest here with a bunch more stuff as well. And then over here is another loot chest with a bunch of nether stars. And boom! Yeah, that. So that's pretty fun. But yeah, that's actually the whole park done, or the whole park showcased at the moment. I'm going to continue adding on to this in the series, mini-series. It's not going to take too long because I do want to finish this and release it to the public. I've been working on it quite some time, and I would like to release it. But I think that's all I've got time for today, because it took a long time to do that. So, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Unicorn Dagger signing out. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. This has been Serpent, or Unicorn, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.